Hey, Tommy, you there?
Hey, I'm here. What's going on? Can you guys see me?
I can see you. You look fantastic. You look like a male model.
We know better than that, but thank you.
So we're about to watch you on Dave Rubin, but I was watching that yesterday. He's a great guy, that Dave.
He is a pretty good guy. I was a little upset about what was written in the comment section, but he's a great guy.
Oh, but what did he? Oh, him writing in the comment section.
Yeah, he wrote the little line in the comment section. I think it was because he didn't know who was making the comments. I think what happened, him or whoever it was, and I made a statement. I said, I didn't know if it was him or if it was the people around him. But what I do know is when he was writing the little line he wrote, well, I guess I could read it. I could find it here and read it. I was a little upset because he was listening to basically these. I don't even want to say their name, but you know who I'm talking about, and his followers. So he thought there was a whole bunch of backlash he was getting from people in general. He didn't know it was just this guy's followers. So he put, seeing a bunch of comments about Tommy scamming people from people to make his documentary Fatherless America. I asked him about that at the end, and he told me it's coming out this summer. Wait until part 3 comes out to see yourself, and it doesn't come out. I will publicly ask him why not. So you had a bunch of people telling them I scammed people out of their money. Now, the biggest part about a scam, and you tell me if I'm wrong, Gavin.
Okay.
If I scam people out of their money, the people who would first bring this up would be the people who
were scammed.
There it is.
Yes.
So nobody who's donated any money has ever come out, made any videos, or said they got scammed. But I've become a scam artist because a whole bunch of people who I do not know are running around saying he scammed these people out of that money. And then everybody just keeps saying it. And now all of a sudden it's true.
Now, ever since I've met you, you've had this mob following you, attacking your daughter, getting you kicked off of YouTube, didn't they send the police to your house?
They sent the police to my house, one of the houses that I was renting. At the end of the rental agreement, the woman refused to extend it because the people were calling her saying they were going to blow up the house as long as I stayed there.
Jesus. And so I go, let me just double check his videos. They must be calling for assassinations, and there must be kiddie porn, and he must work for ISIS. And then you look him up, and it just says, what is it with black women lining up for 2 hours to buy someone else's hair? And you go, yeah, what is it with that?
Do you understand that they used that video as the first video in the Ebony article to say that I'm a bad person, I bash black women, and they went as far as to say I have gotten black women physically harmed. Then as you go on the video, it says potentially.
Hi, this is Anthony Cumia.
And hello, I am Gavin McInnes.
Together, we're Compound Censored.
And we'd like you to subscribe to our network that has more fantastic content you could shake a stick at. Use this promo code for a one-time super offer.
Do it. It's uncensored and oh so entertaining.
Yeah, that's insane. I'm going to go beat a black woman because Tommy Sotomayor pointed out that they wait in line too long to buy other people's hair. Fuck you, bitch. Poof. That's from Tommy. You wait in line too long.
But Gavin, for as crazy as you think that may sound, the lip smacking Mac, Mr. Hidden Colors himself, Tariq Nasheed.
Oh, he's the best.
Yeah, he's Tucker Carlson's little batty boy. But the point is behind that is if you listen to what he stated, he did a podcast and said that I am the reason the James Harris Jackson guy killed the black guy in New York with the sword.
Wow.
He said, I am, because, well, you know, you were one of the guys he was subscribed to, and so was Alex Jones, and so was dozens of other people. But somehow, because he was subscribed to one of my 99 million channels, he said that I'm the cause of that, man. Now, mind you, my last girlfriend, the one that they ran off, was a white girl. I tell black men pretty much they'd be better off not dating black women. So I'm pretty sure James Harris Jackson would have killed me, because the reason he claimed he killed that black man was because he believed that black man, or he wanted to prove to white women not to date black men. So I don't understand how I would have been, me being the coon and all,
right.
Why he would have killed at my behest. But it's amazing how that works.
Well, what's really amazing to me is that all these lunatics are given credence. And they are effective. We've always had crazy people. They were called the village idiot or whatever, and they'd scream at people on the street, and you would try to get your kids away from them in case they spat on them or something. Now they actually do get people fired. They lose people money. They're quoted in articles. We quote CNN will quote some lunatic's tweet. I remember they had that when Miss America was Muslim, and they go, huge backlash from racist backlash against Miss America because she's Muslim. And you look at the backlash, and it would be a tweet from a 16-year-old with 14 followers in Nebraska. And you go, why are we listening to lunatics?
Right, like what? Like the Ebony article. Who the hell listens to Ebony or reads Ebony? It's called Ebony Magazine, and people hadn't picked up publications in years.
It's bizarre. And there's a change.org petition going around now to have you kicked off of YouTube. Like they want the government to get you to stop talking. It's insane.
And it is funny that it's coming from the group of people that they claim First Amendment and pretty much every other amendment has been usurped or subverted, because the world America especially hates black people. So they want to keep black people down.
Right.
And the main group who refuses to shut up, as I heard your story earlier, black women, everybody knows you ain't going to be disrespecting no black chick. You ain't gonna do it. You say whatever it is, she gonna get you told. You could be a cop, she gonna get you told.
Yes.
You could be the Pope, she gonna get you told. You could be anybody other than her mama. Now, if you her mama, that's the only person who's respected in the black community. That's the only time I saw my mom shut the hell up, when my grandma told her. That was it. Her husband, no, you don't know what you're doing. Screw you. The police, I'll fight you right here.
Yeah.
My mama, I'll cower and turn into a 5-year-old.
Dude, in New York, they can be at work. We had a female post office woman, a postal worker. Some guy goes, get the fuck off the road. And she goes, what, you want to go now, bitch? I'll fuck you up. She's wearing her postal uniform. And she's doing this thing, and the other postal workers are holding her back.
I had a girl that I had, whatever you want to call what we were doing, but she sent me a video. She said, my sister was in the news. I said, oh, this ought to be interesting, because she knows my take on things. She sends me this video. I was like, the guy was an idiot. Now, mind you, her sister was a nail tech. The only black chick, the only black person in there that wasn't getting their nails done, because, it's a bunch of Asians, but a bunch of black people in there get it done. So she's the only black person in there. So she already looked like the odd woman out. While she's sitting there, some black guy comes in there, because at another store, at another location, I think it was Cleveland, a dude had to listen to this woman cuss at his wife. So he pushed the woman down. I had no problem with that, because if it was a black woman and you called her all the names that woman called anybody, she would have wanted to fight. All he did was he pushed the woman back, and she fell over something. So she was like, you touched me and I'm a black woman. And I was like, you don't sound like that. You sound like a banshee, but that's neither here nor there. So the guy comes in there. He's like, we're going to boycott this place because you hire people who are racist against black women. And they were like, we had nothing to do with that. That's Cleveland, Ohio. This is Chicago, Illinois. And he just kept on going. And he's like, we're going to take the money out. Fine. The Asian people just laughed and filmed him, the people who owned it and everything. He gets ready to walk out, and he turns back around and he said, you guys keep laughing if you want to. Of course, the black chick said, motherfucker, what? Laughing? Fuck you. Walks up to him, tries to fight him. She's an employee. The Asian woman who owns the place is trying to hold this behemoth back because she's huge. I was like, when did Joe Frazier stop selling the grills and start doing nails? But anyway, but George Foreman, but the fact is, she was like, well, he was wrong. I was like, your sister doesn't own this place. She works there. This guy came in and did what many people do. Everybody else handled it the right way. They just recorded him. He left. Yeah. You wanted to fight this guy, followed him outside, kept cussing him out, getting in his face. I don't understand the logic behind this. If this guy just walked in off the street and was so upset, he could have had a weapon on him. Who's dumb enough to confront that? Oh, I know black women, because guns don't hurt them, knives don't hurt them, authority is not over them. But this same group of people who we know speak like this, Gavin, went to them same white people, as they would call them, Google or Twitter. Twitter banned me. Instagram kept taking me down. They want Facebook to take me down. YouTube knocked down 500,000+ of my subscribers.
That's unbelievable.
Yep.
In 1 week.
1 week.
Unfucking believable. And for things that you look at, and everyone who sees your videos goes, yeah, that's exactly what happened. It's almost like you're just describing your day. You're describing things that go on, and people would say that has to be censored. It's hate facts, really.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they were smart how they did this one. And it was ironic because they would pretty much take down 2/3 of YouTube if they did it to every channel. I would use a clip from the news, which is fair use.
Yep.
But use a clip from the news. I wouldn't use the whole news segment. It wouldn't be the whole video. My video would be 10 minutes long. The news clip would be anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute. That's it. They told the people who hate me, went off, told the news media, you know, we're not going to watch your news anymore. Now, mind you, the people don't live there and probably didn't watch the news anyway. And because of my videos, these news personalities got more attention on them. They told them this guy's racist and he's against black women, and black women are double protected. I hate that word.
Double protected. I never heard that before.
Yeah, because they're women and they're black. So they're double minorities, so that means they're double protected. I don't like any of that crap, and I'm black, and I still don't like that idea of you can't say something to me because I'm black that you would say to somebody else. That's stupid. I'm still a man, but again, only women jump up and want to use that clause. They said we're double protected, and you're allowing him to use your clip to degrade black women. Do you know within like a day, I kept getting all these flags on YouTube of all these companies, WSB, CBS, every one of them went in and flagged my channel, and the channel was gone.
Wow.
They listen.
It's really shocking. And you know, I've always said censorship in America, the government isn't that bad. If there's a free speech case and it makes it to the Supreme Court, the judges tend to err on the side of free speech, especially when there's comedy or commentary. I've heard that lawyers and judges, when they see it's a comedian that did something, we had a guy on the show the other day, George Galloway. He goes, when the judge found out that I was a comedian, he went, let's drop it, drop it, drop it. We don't want to be censoring comedians. Yet the people, the Americans themselves are fucking Nazis. They are fascists. They want to shut down speech. We're policing ourselves way worse than the police are.
Amen. And that's what's going on. When I woke up the next day and I saw that Twitter had banned me to the point of where when I tried to make another Twitter, they banned that one too. They were like, we see what you're doing. And the people get up every day. Like right now, while we're live, I guarantee you, I bet my second born, she don't do what I tell her like that very much. So I bet my second born that the guy is live right now doing an 8-hour show, and they will not take his channel down. Every day he does an 8-hour broadcast about me. Every day he tells people, now, let's go flag this one. Let's go flag that one. Let's go flag that. And he does it every day. He puts my name in every title. I think I sent you one of the links to it. The guy's been doing this for 9 straight months. It is obviously against the rules of YouTube, but they take down my news channel, which is telling the news, like you said, my everyday thing. None of them are saying I'm lying on black women. They say I'm degrading them. I don't understand how you're degrading an individual who walks outside naked, and you say, look, that guy walked outside naked. It's your fault for telling everybody something that they saw. And then again, you don't go after the news because I got it from the news. I didn't make it up. I don't follow black women around until they do something stupid. You don't have to, even if you follow black women around until they did something stupid, it'd be a short day. All you gotta do is wait about like 3-4 minutes. They'll do something stupid. They'll get out of the bed. But they probably do something stupid before they get to the bathroom and brush their teeth.
Right. Put on their boots before they put on their pants or something.
Right, they'll do something, so it's not that hard to find. So they act like, and then I saw in the article, Tommy looks through, he goes and searches through the smallest news clips to try and find black women doing something crazy. I was like, what are you talking about? I could turn on Love and Hip Hop and see this. I could turn on Atlanta Housewives. I could go to any MARTA station, any train station, any public transit. Did you see the woman from the Uber driver?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my God.
Is that the one which says, I'm going to say you me?
Yes.
Yeah, we have that on the to-do list today, actually.
You gotta show it to them. This goes to show what black women tell us black men, well, don't date white women because they'll put you in jail. Remember what happened to Emmett Till? So wait a minute, you got to go all the way back to 1955. But I can go back to last week where several black women have lied on black men and had them put in jail. I can name Tupac, Mike Tyson, most recently a big name, Brian Banks spent 6.5 years in jail because a black girl lied and said he. And then when he got out of jail 6.5 years later, he was a top 5 prospect in the United States. He would be playing pro football today. But he was spending his 18 to 24 years because he got sentenced to 10 years because, of course, the young black man couldn't afford a lawyer. So the lawyer told him, well, you are a 6'5" black man. The jury's going to be all white. They're going to see you and they're going to convict you. So what you want to do is plea this down. So he told him we can plea it down, probably can get you out in a year. Well, when he pled guilty, the judge said, no, I'm not going to take this doing a year crap. I'm going to give you the full 10. Well, he got out in 6.5 years. When he gets out of jail, he finds out about this thing called Facebook. He's like, okay, I'll get on there and see if I can meet up with my friends that I went to high school with, see if I can go back to college and whatnot. Pete Carroll actually tried to give him a job at the Seattle Seahawks. Well, what happened was the first person who added him as a friend was whom?
Her. Stalking him.
Yep.
Wow.
So he got the girl on tape saying she never raped him. The government in California gave her $1.2 million because, of course, she got raped on school grounds. So it was their fault. So they gave her family, because she was too young, they gave her family $1.2 million. While she's undercover, she lets them know, well, within a year, my mother had ran through all the money and we were right back in the same ghetto in a year. I have no idea how you spend $1.2 million a year. But of course, I guess she didn't get the whole 1.2 because the lawyer got some. Everybody got some. By the time she got it in taxes, but still, in a year, you were right back in the same government housing.
Car wash. Her friends convinced her to make a car wash, and then they all pilfered it through that.
Apparently. So this guy, then Brian Banks, a few years later, meets a woman, and while he's personal training her, marries her. He puts up the photo on Instagram. The backlash was he's a sellout because she's not black. But why would he want to touch a black woman after spending 6.5 years in jail? And the woman openly says, and then the fact is about what women can do. They could, of course, the state of California wanted their $1.2 million back. So she's on the hook for that, but she's not going to go to jail for it. They'll just, anytime she gets anything, they can put a lien on it to get their money back. But she doesn't owe him a dime.
But she should also go to jail for false accusations. That's illegal.
Thank you. We have this thing in the United States called perjury. Perjury is you giving false testimony in a trial. Yet we have women who are caught every day giving false testimony on men. If you go through any divorce case, what's the first thing a woman does, like Paula Patton did Robin Thicke? He's abusing the kids. He's molesting the kids. And when you find out it's untrue, they never put that person in jail. That's why
I talked to cops about that, and they said they rarely prosecute because they don't want to encourage, they don't want to discourage future women from reporting real. So they almost always let them get away with this crime.
Mm-hmm. And if you, well, we'll just wait until we don't want them to not want to come out and tell it. What kind of crap is that? That's like saying I didn't punish my kid because, well, one day it may be a wolf when he cries.
Yeah, exactly. Tommy, we got to go. We're out of time, but I got to have you back. I feel like we're barely scratched the surface here.
Oh, yes. I would love to come back and talk more about Mr. We need to get him off the internet.
Yes, we do. And we won't say the name because that'll just give him more attention. Thanks for coming on, Tom.
Thank you.
Cheers. Yeah, Tommy has. I just always assumed it was black women who were mad that he said that shit about them, but it's not. It's these random nerds. It's almost like the troubles we have with our little Voldemorts that we can't name their names. And this guy stalking Tommy, his entire internet career is putting Tommy Sotomayor in the titles of his videos so people click on it. That's his career. He's a fucking parasite. He has no original content whatsoever. I mean, if you're going to be a fascist and shut down people, can you shut down the right people? Can you shut down the annoying ones, the ones who want to ruin other people's lives and get the police called to someone's door and get fucking death threats and bomb threats? And you know how much security we have at this April 15th thing in Berkeley? It's fucking insane. It's honestly more than the Pope. We have Lauren escorted from the second the plane hits the tarmac. She's surrounded with a mob of people. And then at the actual Patriots Day thing, there's 1 billion cops, 1 million bikers have volunteered. We've got these war vets. There's hundreds of layers of security, all volunteer and hired. And this is for what? To talk about exterminating a race? Nope. Just to say totally rational things that if you read in the newspaper, you'd go, that seems reasonable. Yeah. Okay, I want to, this is the last show of the week, so I don't want to leave unturned stones. Let's take this call, and while I'm doing that, can you find that Uber passenger that Tommy was talking about?
It's 10 minutes.
Okay, well, we'll just glean it here.
But
All right.
it's gold from the beginning.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Let's watch some gold.
As soon as I get up,
you not doing nothing. Call the fucking cops.
Alright.
Fuck out of here. I'm gonna tell you ready to hit me. Fuck
Say
out
what?
of here.
Okay, say
Watch.
whatever you want.
Play? Watch.
Yeah. All right.
My
Let
dad's
me
a cop.
get
Watch.
out here. You get on my car.
No,
I'm telling
call
you.
the cops. Call the cops. Call the
Exit
cops.
my car. You're not
Call
gonna
the cops.
disrespect
Yo,
me.
call the fucking cops.
I'm not taking you nowhere. You exit here.
Call the cops. I'm not getting out. You better call the cops.
Weird
Call the
accent,
cops.
huh? He probably emigrated from Africa when he was
You call the cops.
10.
But you making a big scene.
I don't
You get
care.
on my
I'm
car.
standing right here. Call the cops.
You wanna keep
Call the
disrespecting
cops.
me? You
Call
get
the
off.
fucking cops.
You wanna keep on
Call the cops.
disrespecting me?
I'm
You
talking
get
about
off.
Yo, watch. I'm talking about boyfriend.
I don't care about your boyfriend.
All right.
I don't care about your boyfriend.
I don't give a fuck. So
If you
watch.
disrespect me, you
I don't
get
give
off.
a fuck. Call the cops.
All right, don't disrespect
Call
me.
the cops.
Do not.
All right, that's
Fucking
enough.
cops.
We got it.
TLC, I know my TLC.
I know a guy who cut off a guy's ear for raping his girlfriend. And then he found out that she was lying. And you know what he did to avoid going to jail? He paid all the witnesses 10 grand each and said, you can take this money or something very bad will happen, but I guarantee you're not making it to court. And I said, wow, so what, he used shearing scissors, cut the guy's ear off. And I said, you must have been fucking, did you go insane? He goes, no. It was like I had no emotions. So sort of like when I talk about killing my dog. He goes, when someone rapes your girlfriend, you're just like, well, I got to go cut an ear off. All right, let's take this call.
But the guy yelling, I didn't rape your girlfriend the whole time, would it trigger you a little?
Yeah, I don't know. And maybe the guy didn't say that. Maybe he didn't know why my friend showed up. Just like some psycho just kicked down my front door and cut my fucking ear off.
What?
He ended up going to jail for something totally unrelated to that. Logan, are you there?
Yeah, Gav. By the way, the funniest Ali G line is when he was interviewing a Nobel Peace Prize-winning physicist and said, "So what is it neutrons shoot that apple off that geezer's head?"
Yeah, that was good. Isaac Neutron.
Two quick things. I got a Trump concern and a funny African story.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
kinda
stop
scared-
introducing what you're going to say. I don't need a table of contents.
All right, here we go. I think the neocons are sort of getting to Trump, dude, because this Syria thing is a blatant, like, al-Nusra false flag, and he's been saber-rattling Assad.
Look, I don't care who did it. We know where the planes came from. Just bomb that whole airplane hangar. Just bomb that. We need to tell the world that you don't fuck with that stuff. You don't fucking break any international peace agreements. You don't use chemical weapons. Because if America isn't known as the big guy in the yard in prison, then the worst guy is going to take over. And we saw this with Obama. He let this happen before after saying it was his line in the sand. It looks bad on us.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I don't care if Israel did it, if ISIS did it. I don't care if it's fake. I don't care if those are actors wriggling on the ground. Bomb a fucking thing. Find out where those planes came from that sent those chemicals down there and blow it up. Next.
So I was reading this thing about the Rhodesian Bush War. You'll get a kick out of this. And when the white Rhodesians were fighting Zapu, Nkomo's sort of faction, they would find all the rifles. After they kill all the guerrillas, they would find all the rifles, and the optics were set to all the way, like to 999. And they were like, why because you couldn't see out of them. It didn't make any sense. And they started asking the prisoners, and they said they were doing that because they thought it made the gun shoot harder.
That is fucking awesome. That reminds me of I was at the bar Nighthawk in Williamsburg, and it's an interesting area of Williamsburg where the gentrification is just sort of on the edge. So you get a lot of Puerto Ricans and black kids who come into this fancy movie theater bar where you can see a movie upstairs and have a sandwich while you're watching the movie and then have drinks downstairs. So they were sort of out of their element because they're at a white bar and they don't, even though they live in New York, they don't know any white people. And this black guy comes in and he goes, "Yo, what's up?" And he's on a date and he's trying to act cool. And I'm going to take you to a white bar. And he goes, "What's your strongest drink?" And the bartender's like, "What? They're all one shot. You could have a double, but then that's a double. That's two. You could order 5 drinks, I guess. They could be in front of you." She goes, I guess a Long Island iced tea? I don't know. That's maybe 2 shots?" All right. We got to go. We're going to peter out here. I'll take this one last call. That's it for calls. Valentino, what's up?
What's up? I'm from Paris, France.
You're a white man. Go ahead.
Right. So first of all, I would like to thank Bashar al-Assad for standing up for 17 years, I guess.
You're glad that Assad chemical weaponed that village?
I'm glad that he's still in power. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So you
Yeah,
like
I mean,
Assad?
come on. It's Assad or ISIS.
Okay. But how do you
I mean,
feel?
I've
What
been in
was the
Paris,
point?
During the... Yeah?
What was the point of the chemical attack?
I don't think that Assad did that because I remember that 2 or 3 years ago there was the same story, and the rebels did that, and the person from the United Nations said that
So the rebels did the previous attack, the line in the sand one that Obama slept on. They did it to themselves, their own people.
I think that evil is without borders. So yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I
See,
think so.
this is why I hate foreign anything, because you have to get into the rest of the world, and the rest of the world sucks. It's like Kissinger with the Iran-Iraq war. He said, can't they both lose? Now I got to figure out who was fucking killing kids. It's disgusting.
I know.
Why do I have to
But,
care
come on.
about your shitty world? What are you a
I
Muslim?
mean, yeah.
Well, you have to admit that religion is really sucking shit these days, don't you think?
It is. I mean, I'm a Catholic, which is the peaciest version of Christianism.
I thought you said you were a Muslim.
Oh, no, I'm not. No.
Oh, good. Yeah, well, Catholics are getting on my nerves too because they're not angry enough. They keep tolerating this. In fact, at my church, there's a giant picture of a Syrian child covered in dirt, and we're supposed to donate to help the Muslim refugees. No mention of the Christian refugees and the war on Christians going on over there.
Well, that's what I hate. I mean, Catholics are... there is, in Paris, right wing of the Catholics, which is the less pussy part of the Catholics. But the rest of the Catholic Church is basically pussies trying to be tolerant of everybody.
Yeah. All right, buddy. I got to go. It was like a monastery when Hillary was elected at my church. Oh, Gregorian chants everywhere. I was the only one dancing. I was the only one who brought champagne. Okay, before we go, can you pull up this Lars Macejack? Please, folks, this is my new thing. Email me, Gavin@streetcarnage.com. Email me pictures from your school, tweets your professors send out, pictures of the PowerPoints in your school. I want to see them all. I might even put a book out of all of them. I'm really stunned by what goes on, not even behind closed doors. Like, this is Twitter. And if you're not in school, I want to see your nephews or your nieces, or I want to see what your kids are being introduced to. All the spelling tests that have Trump is maleficent or Trump is malicious. Maleficent is the chick from the Snow White or whatever. Look at this. So this is a professor. Go back. Sorry, I wasn't reading. So he's a teacher of American history at Fresno State University, Lars Macejack, and he comes here to our country and says justice equals the execution of 2 Republicans for each deported immigrant. And what's next? Has anyone started soliciting money in design drafts for a monument honoring the Trump assassin yet? Now, to save democracy, to save American democracy, Trump must hang. The sooner and the higher, the better. 2 spaces after a period from a teacher is very disappointing. That's not unusual. That's what's amazing about this. Like, I get a lot of kids emailing me saying I'm getting kicked out of my school because I'm right wing. What did you say? Did you deny the Holocaust, or did you talk about killing black people? No. I just said I like Trump and I live in Britain. So I want to get them on the show, but I'm very careful with people under 18. I say, get your dad to email me, please. I don't want to be talking to teens, and I don't want teens on the same show with a fucking porn star and getting in shit for it. But once I can get clearance, I'm going to start having these kids on the show, because it is very indicative of a much bigger problem here, and that is we are being brainwashed. Our children's brains are being taken away from us and polluted with insane Marxist pro-Islamic garbage. And we have to start with the youth. We have to start with the young. If we're going to save this country and save the civilization, we have to protect them from these fucking zealots, these lunatics. Because these lunatics don't just want Sharia law in America. They want death and destruction. That's why they were mad at Pepsi. Because Kendall Jenner was nice to a cop and wanted peace at a peace rally. No. They don't want peace. They want fucking violent anarchy. And we're not going to give it to them.
So if you enjoyed that clip,
Then subscribe to Compound Censored using this promo code.